Hello students, once again I, Dr. Brijesh Shankarrao Deshmukh, welcome you all in the discussion of 1.4 Big Data Big Insights. Yet, we have studied about data collection, about its uses and so on. In our today's session, we are going to continue uses of big data, as we have studied what is big data. Big data is a server that restores the information in a system, and it helps humankind to fulfill their targeted plans by using internet option. With the help of internet or with the help of online system, we can overcome on our obstacles or oddities. For example, if one need to do some shopping, every time there is no need to go out of the home. With the help of applications, we can trace down the delivery timing of our ordered material. It's not just about shopping, even we can do the investments by comparing them with other business sites. We can invest our money in share market by verifying the ups and downs of the share prices. Simply speaking, with the help of big data, we can trace down the location, understand the weather pattern, as well as we can take care of our health and we can maintain our assets. That is the financial position, and everything is possible due to big data. That's what we have discussed in our earlier videos. So, in our today's lecture, we are going to continue the next session. Check this out. Earlier discussion in a glimpse. It was about the icebreakers that we have done the discussion. If we come across to any problem or if there is a rush about something, so what can be the solution? Those solutions we have given over here. And with the help of big data or with the help of internet facility, we can get the solution of each and every question. Next, we have discussed the data, the difference between data and big data. Data means collection of information in the form of numbers, and the big data, that means the storage of data is always growing, and this data is all about the online activities done by its users, and the data always gets multiplied, it always gets double. As we have discussed, it doubles every time in petabytes or in exabytes. It multiplies it. This is the system about the big data. That data gets stored in a hub, and that data is coming from its users. Then we have discussed what is big data concept in detail and the uses, location tracking. Then the next is understanding the weather pattern along with healthcare industry and banking, finance and trading. These sections we have discussed yet. So in today's lecture, we will go for point number 5, that is sports. Check this out. When watching a cricket match, we are shown so many permutations and combinations of statistical analysis. A gigantic data has been created over a period of time, from the recording of matches, training sessions and workouts. The data enables a sports person to study his performance as well as of the other players' worldwide performance. It has tremendously helped in improving individual as well as team performance. The sensors embedded in the sports equipment helps us to understand our game from close quarters. The sensors help us to understand the field conditions, the weather, the individual performance, and so on. Video analytics helps us to see each and every performance minutely. Check this out. As I am saying, big data is really a boon for its users. And truly, in the field of sports, by using big data or by taking the support of big data, one can really achieve the mastery in their specific game. For example, team games like football, basketball, hockey are the team games, and the individual like athletics, runnings, whatever, whether that is the individual game or a team game, or you are playing in a team. Until unless we have unity, we cannot win the game if we are playing it in team. And individual, similarly to that, we should have a good practice, we should have confidence, and we need to maintain our physical diet or physical balance so we can achieve the success in our sport game. So with the help of big data, one can study about the health, or one can study about the diet plans, how to maintain the muscles, how to maintain the flexibility by observing or by studying YouTube yoga videos, or by doing some simple exercise at home. During even pandemic, one can maintain their physical and psychological balance. And with the help of this data or data collection, we can study particular sports persons playing tricks or the habits. Let me take you one very simple example. Many of you have seen during the cricket matches or during the World Cup, all the matches used to get recorded. What is the reason? What is the purpose behind doing the recording of all those matches? With the help of that, one can observe whether the players are playing fair or not. And the new learners, they can observe how someone has broke the records by playing with full of passion. And the new learners, beginners, they can start their learnings, they can practice by observing the most popular world famous players, sport personalities like Sachin Tendulkar, Rafael, Saina Nehwal, and so on. So, in a sports personality or in sports area, the data has also remained a big boon. Check this out. The new words over here, gigantic, means a very big data, huge. And second line, when watching a cricket match, we are shown so many permutations and combinations of statistical analysis. The variations or the graphic details of player, when they have achieved the tremendous success, their graph must have gone high, and in their downfall, that graph or graphical measurement comes down. So with the help of this data, one can maintain their consistency in their field. That is the benefits of big data in sports section. The next point that we have to discuss is about advertising. Advertisers are one of the biggest players of big data, be it Facebook, Google, Twitter, or any other online giant. all keep a track of their users' behavior and transactions. These internet giants provide a great deal of data about people to the advertisers so that they can run targeted campaigns. Take a Facebook for example. Here, you can target people based on buying intent, website visits, interests, job roles, demographics, and whatnot. All this data is collected by Facebook algorithms using big data analysis techniques. The same goes for Google. When you target people based on clicks, you will get different results, and when you create a campaign for leads, then you will get different results. All this is made possible using big data. Absolutely. With the help of big data, all the companies, they are doing their advertisements. They are studying the geographical location or geography of the persons, from which place the person is belong, from which city he or she belongs, whether can they provide their productivity at that person's place in his or her area or not. After that, demographics, through online search, through online browsing, advertising field, they are analyzing the demographics of the person. Now, you may mesmerize how they might have understood whether the person is male or female. The time one used to buy any SIM card, or they do some online personal data filling, that data never just remains limited to that users uses. That data used to get stored in main server, and that data here is used by its advertising companies. They identify the person's age, gender, income, education, whether the person is working or learning, having a family or bachelor, and all those things. By doing the psychological studies and behavioral patterns of that person or of the users, the companies, they are always trying to sell their product to the customers, and they are achieving their mastery by selling their product to the person. For example, nowadays you can see that people are so conscious about their gestures and postures. From where the concept has arose? Basically, it has came from advertising section only. What is the formal costume, or what is the casual look, what is semi-casual, what is semi-formal, all those differences came with the help of an advertising. Whatever transactions, whatever activities we are doing on Google, YouTube, or on our online applications, every single activity used to get record on big data. That big data records everything, and accordingly advertising companies, they are using that section or that information for their products, sales, and accordingly the service. If there is a sale, then definitely the person may need service. After selling any mechanism or machinery to the customer, if a seller is not going to pay attention towards its service and all, then definitely that salesman cannot achieve the huge success in market. So basically, those advertising companies are doing the search and the survey of customers' psychology with their browsing or with their browse. Definitely they can achieve the tremendous success. That's what advertising section is doing, and with the help of big data, I'm damn sure that you must have understood how the information you might have searched before the time is always coming whenever you are doing the online job or online work. So it is nothing about, or it is nothing except the big data or the data stored in a system. Whenever or whatever we are doing on an online used to get recorded. So our earlier search, they comes to show in a pop-up windows in our present use of online transactions, or it will come again in our future section also. So that's what advertising. Next point is about entertainment and media. Check this out. Entertainment and media. Entertainment and media. In the field of entertainment and media, big data focuses on targeting people with the right content at the right time. Based on your past views and your behavior online, you will be shown different recommendations. This technique is popularly used by Netflix and YouTube to increase engagement and drive more revenues. Now, even television broadcasts are looking to segment their viewers' database and show different advertisements and shows accordingly. This will allow better revenue from advertisements and will provide a more engaging user experiences. Check this out, entertainment and media. For example, if someone is fond of melody of any particular singer, let's take an example of Sonu Nigam or Alan Walker. So whatever song you have listened about these singers in an earlier time, it will get repeat if you go on YouTube, particularly whenever you are logging through your own system, or whenever you are using your phone or your device, your mobile, your laptop. From there, if you are listening any music, like if you are going for hip hop or jazz and all kind of other different music, that time check out the screen in a proper way. You can find somewhere song related to Alan Walker, or else which search you have done earlier. So it means all our activities used to get recorded in a system, and it starts showing that whenever we are being on an online. And that's what entertainment and media. If one is fond of thrilling love stories or magical movies or supernatural things and so on, whatever search you are doing on an media, that media starts showing you related files or the related entertainment tools or related entertainment channels and all. And by figuring it out, nowadays Netflix and YouTube has achieved tremendous success. That's what entertainment and media is always doing with the help of big data. They are studying the psychology of the users, and accordingly they are providing what the user is looking for. For example, those of us have seen Harry Potter, magical lands or flying dragons, magics, all the wonders and so on, definitely might have seen Alice on a Wonderland kind of movies, fantastic movies or supernatural movies, superpower movies like Superman and all. Now how you got all those information that okay, this movie is available or not? Why your computer has shown you that Spider-Man's XYZ movie or the Spider-Man series is available or not? Because earlier you have done the search of fantastic or supernatural movies or magical movies, So accordingly, the server started showing us the area of our interest, and that is not just even in an intermittent media section. It's been figured out in all our earlier points of uses of big data. Now we have to check out the last point of this lesson. It's education industry. Check this out. Big data has inundated the education industry. It has transformed it in leaps and bounds. Now we have formation. Now we have information about the students, their study patterns, and we can now prepare customized and dynamic learning programs according to the need of an individual student. Every student's comprehension level is different, that is true. The course material can now be designed catering to different requirements of the students. Big data makes it convenient to understand their choices, their difficulties, information regarding various courses and their specialties. We also have an access to the results. From the results, we can gauge the progress of the students, understand his or her strengths and weaknesses. This will also help in guiding the student regarding the best career for him based on his mental makeup and abilities. As in depth study of all this would definitely give new insights into the education industry and help in improving the operational effectiveness and working of educational institutions or working educational institutes. This would in general enhance progress of all students. Big data has provided a solution to one of the biggest pitfalls in the educational industry, that is one size fits all. We have innumerable uses of big data. It is helpful in scientific researches, understanding geographical phenomena, helping in the smooth working of the government, machinery, and etc. It is genuine in our hands. It lies in our hands to make the optimum use of it for the benefit of mankind. Absolutely. Big data is really helpful for each and every person, not only for the students. I am saying for each and every person it is helpful, from the beginners to the masters. This big data is really helpful. As basic, at the opening of education industry, we got to see over here that there are varieties of the learners. Few are the quick learners, few are average, and few are slow learners. We cannot check out all the students from the same framework. Few students can understand in a single reading, or they can understand the concept in one explanation, but others may or may not, as every person has different IQ section. So with the help of the big data, one can go and revise the studies. One can learn the concept of the subject of any particular subject of particular session. If we have to go for a specific example, I'll take about English. If one is preparing the grammar, then for the beginners, What is important that one need to go through the parts of speeches: noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, conjunction, preposition, interjection. All these things one need to go through it. Articles, uses of articles and all. So step by step, if one is started studying all those things with the help of online coaching or online available material, one can overcome on the problem. And by giving some online exercise, whether that is free or paid, that is not important. What is important? Coming up with the clear understanding of any particular topic of the subject. That is most important. So whether the person is slow learner or average or a smart learner, with the help of this big data, one can come up with their own understanding. We can revise the subject anytime, anywhere by using this data technology. And the most important thing is, this data is now or nowadays available in our native languages, whether your native language is Marathi, Hindi, English, German or Kannada, Telugu, whatever. The learners can prefer their mother tongue, and with the help of that they can understand or they can come up with the learnings of the topic. So big data always helps one and all to fulfill the target of learning and educating oneself, and it really works very effectively. Nowadays, during the present time of pandemic COVID-19, online learnings is taking place everywhere. So the students, the learners, they can revise the learning of the lesson. They can take down their own notes by pausing the video, by revising, by going back to the video. They can listen it again and again till the clear understanding. So it is all possible due to the big data. So that's what we have got to check out in last paragraph of the lesson. We have innumerable uses of big data. It is helpful in scientific researches, understanding geographical phenomenon, helping in the smooth working of the government machinery, etc. It is genuine in our hands. It lies in our hands to make the optimum uses of it for the benefits of mankind. Absolutely, with the help of big data, we can check out everything from education to the job opportunities, not only in your particular country, out of the country. You can compare, you can take chances to go and get the job in out of your country. You can earn more, you can have a better life, you can secure your future along with your families by using a systematic survey of big data. So big data is really helpful for one. It is really helpful for each and every user to achieve the success. Check this out. The lesson Big Data Big Insights helps us to understand the uses of technology, how the technology is helping human beings in their day-to-day life. It helps us to overcome on our problems, and with the help of that data analysis, one can make his or her life good, better and best. That's what the lesson is about. Thank you. I, Dr. Brijesh Shankarrao Deshmukh, once again expressing my wholehearted thanks for listening the session of 1.4 Big Data, Big Insights carefully and patiently. Wish you best for your upcoming board exam. Thank you. God bless you all.